So in this video, I'm going to show you how to add in a feature story and 4 news blocks on your home page. So let me start with a site that does not have a home page yet. As you can see, when I click on the logo or the home page, it takes me back to welcome page, which is also the same as the about page. But we don't want that. We want a separate home page where it's different from all the other pages. Just like this one. So to start off, we want to make sure that our page is set so that the feature item and the news blocks will show up on the home page. To go to that setting, we go to Site Building and go to Blocks and click List. Now we want to look for the feature that says View Our News, which is the feature story, and also View Our News front blocks. We want to make sure that both these items are set to the region of Content Top. And save. Now let's see. Great. So now both of these items are now in the region of Content Top, right where we want it to be so that it shows up on the home page. Now for each feature, we want to make sure to set the specific settings so that it lists only on the front page. And to do that, click Page Specific Settings and click the second option that says Show on only the listed pages. And here we want to type in front so that it only shows up on the first home page. And click Save. Want to make sure that we do it for both items. And again, go to Configure, click Page Specific Visibility Settings, click the second option, and type in front. Of course, you do have the option of putting it on every page, but I think for organizing purposes, in this video, I will only show you so that it displays on the front page. And click Save Block. Great, so now both of these items will show up on our home page when we create it. So now what we want to do is, even though we set it up to show up on the home page, we don't yet have a home page. So we need to create a page where we can upload the content. So to create a new page, we want to go to Content Management, click Create Content, and click on Page. So I'm going to name this Home Page for now. Scroll down. For the menu link title, I'm going to give it the same name. And we want to leave this item under the parent item of Cochrane Group Menu so that it shows up on our main menu tab. So let's see. Great. So as you can see now, the home page I just created has showed up. So now what we want to do is we want to link this home page and make it our default page. And in order to do that, there's 2 ways to do it. First is we can go to Site Configuration and click Settings. And under Default Front Page, right now the default front page is Node 47, which is the About page. We want to make this our home page. So all we have to do is type in Home and save. So now let's see. So now the Cochrane default page, right, so now is our home page. We have yet to load any content, but it used to be on the About page, and now we linked it to our home page. Another way to link our home page is entering the node. If we want to find the node of a certain page, we go to Content Management, go to Manage Content, and identify the page that we just created. So as you can see, I just created the home page, the page called Home, and we want to go to Edit to find the node. And what the node is just the specific code of this specific page. As you can see up here, it says node node/152. So what we can do is copy this node/152, copy it, and we can do the same thing. Go to Site Configuration and click on Settings. Instead of typing in home, we can paste in or insert the node 152 and save. Now let's see, it should still take us to home. Great. So those are the ways you can either type in home or enter the node of the specific page to set it as our default page. Now let's see. So now that we are on home, let's test it out. Let's insert some content. Testing, testing. Save. Now whatever we have entered here should also show up on the default page. Great. Same thing. So now, in order to create the feature and the news block on the front page, we need to create news items. To do this, go to Content Management and Create Content. Click News. Now, as you can see, there's a feature section, a front page section, and a news section. These are the main sections that we just need to be working with. So for the feature section, I'm going to give it a title. Let's say Feature Story, just for testing purposes. We want to make sure to click this box so that it shows up as a front page feature. Now, let's upload a picture. I'm going to just choose any photo and upload it. So sometimes the photo, it'll tell you if the image is too small or too big. No worries, just find another photo that meets those dimension requirements. Let's test this out. Great, so this one worked. Now let's give it a header. We'll say Feature Story 1. And this is just a little short introduction text that we can enter in. First feature story. Now scroll all the way down to the bottom and click Save. Great. So now that we clicked on the home page, now it shows up on our home page, as you can see. Now, to create news blocks, which are these items, we do the same thing. We go to Content Management, Create Content, and click News. We also have to give it a title. We'll say News 1. But instead of working with the feature item, we don't want to do that because we already have our feature story. We want to go to the front page where it says we can have up to 4 news items. We want to make sure to click this box that says Show on Front Page so that this news items will show on our home page. Let's give it a title of News 1. Keep scrolling down under the section of News. Here you can upload a photo for that specific news item. Let's try this one. Great. And now, click Save. Let's see. Go to our home page again. Great. And our first news item has been set up. Now let's create another news item. Remember to give it a title. Go to the front page section. Make sure this box is clicked. And I'm going to give it a title of news first. So we will upload another picture and save. Great, so now this has been created. So now let's go to our front page. Great, here we want to choose a photo and upload it. Let's see if this works. Great. You can do the same thing for news item 4. So now that we've got our feature story and our news items, what we want to do is, okay, well, we have the home page and we have this, but we don't want to double it. So that's very simple. All we want to do is go to Site Building under Menus, List Menus, and under Cochrane Group Menu, we identify a home page and unclick the Enabled button and save configuration. Basically, all that means is that it will not show up on the menu tab, but we still have the page and it's still linked to our home page. So therefore, our content still shows up. So now we've got our pages and we've got our home page. And that is how you create a feature story and our news stories. So now, if you go back to this UK website, they've got a news and event page where it lists all the pages. If you wish to set up one of your pages to look like that, it's very easy. All you have to do is just go into the settings of the specific page and enter it as news. So for example, let's see, for the About page, what we want to do is go under Site Building, under Menus and List Menus. We want to find that page under Cochrane Group Menu. Let's see. So under the About page, we want to go to Edit. And as you can see, under Path, currently it's set to Node 47. To make it into a news item page, which is these items listing in order, all we need to do is type in news. Now, news is a page that is an automatic page set up by this website. Once we type in news and save, the layout of the page will show up so that the items are listed. Let's see. About. See? Here we have it. And as you can see, because the news page is linked to our news items and our feature story, which are news items, they also show up on this page. So this can be set to any pages. If we wanted to set our reviews page and link it to the news page, we can also do that. Same thing. Go under Site Building, go into Menus and List Menus. Go under Cochrane Group Menu. Identify the page that we want to configure. So for example, let's say our reviews. Edit that page. Right now it's located to the path of Node 55, but I want it to show up like a news item page, which links up to our news features. Click in News and save. So let's see, under our reviews. Great. So now all our news items are linked to this page, and there are other sections of our reviews as well. And if you do not want this, basically same thing, go back into Menus, List Menus. Go under Cochrane Group Menu and type in the node or enter in the website page. So for example, edit. Right here. Basically, we want to go in and just not click news and click in node. Another way to find the node is, once again, go under Content Management, under Manage Content. If you want to make sure what the node is, go under the story. So, for example, under our reviews, edit. Let's say, oh, okay, so it was Node 55, perfect. Copy and paste it, go under Menus, List Menus, under Cochrane Group Menu. I want to change back our reviews page. So all I need to do is edit, click in Node 55, and save. So now it should have been going back. Great. So now it goes back to what we had before and not in the news item. So that is how you create a feature story, news blogs, and to connect or to link one of these pages to a news item.